Hello girls, how are you today? Thank you for clicking on this video. Go ahead and comment down below a prayer request or something fun you did this week or both, and let's get started. All right, so we've been with the children of Israel through this huge journey, and they're getting closer and closer to the promised land called Canaan. So today, even though our story is about the Israelites, it's focusing on a woman named Rahab. Now, Rahab is a very important woman in this story and in our history because Rahab is a relative of Jesus. So Rahab had this baby and they had this baby and on down the line, Jesus was born. So she's a very important lady. But when we first see her in the Bible, she is a really bad lady. She does some really bad things. And the job that she does, the way that she makes money, is very sinful. But God gave her a chance and she chose right. So in Joshua chapter 1, verse 3, God tells Joshua, "Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread on, that have I given unto you." God said, every place you go, wherever your foot lands, I'm going to give you that land. Don't worry about any enemies. So in order to get to the promised land, there's this huge city called Jericho. And Rahab lived in that city. We'll get to her in a minute. Joshua took 2 men and told them to go into Jericho and spy out the city and see how they would be able to defeat the people of Jericho, how they would be able to get around that city to get to the land God promised them. So the 2 spies go in and they went to Rahab's house to hide out. But somebody had seen these 2 men and they told the king. And the king sent word to Rahab and said, "Those 2 men, I want you to bring them to me." And she could have said, "Okay, I'm sorry, I tried to hide you out." The king said, my job's done here. No, she took them on the roof and she covered them up with things and hid them out. And when the king's men came in and looked for them, they couldn't find them. She hid them so well. She even told the men, "Oh, I saw them leave. They went that way." And the guards ran and they chased after the spies. The spies were still on the roof. Now she says something really cool in chapter 2, verse 9. This is Rahab talking to the 2 spies. "I know that the Lord hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you." So basically what she told the men is, we know you serve the one true God. All of us, we're freaking out thinking that you guys are going to attack us. She goes on to say, our hearts melted and all the courage left all of the people of Jericho. And this was good news to the spies. They were going to go back and tell Joshua and the children of Israel, "Hey, these dudes are terrified of us. We got it." But before they left, they wanted to thank Rahab for what she had done. And they told her if she would take this cord and put it outside your window and bring whoever your family that you want to save with you, because everybody in Jericho is going to be destroyed except for who's in your house. She was relieved and so thankful. She deserved it because she helped out the children of Israel so much. Look in chapter 2, verse 23. "So the 2 men returned and descended from the mountain and passed over and came to Joshua the son of Nun and told him all things that befell them. And they said unto Joshua, Truly the Lord hath delivered into our hands all the land, for even all the inhabitants of the country do faint because of us." So they took word back that Rahab had told them, "Hey, they're freaking out. They're terrified of us. We got it." This was great news for the children of Israel. This was great news to Joshua. He was the new leader. Moses had died. Joshua took over. He's the new leader. And this was really encouraging to him. In Joshua chapter 1, verse 5, it says, "As I was with Moses, so I will be with thee." So God encouraged him and told him, the way I was with Moses, I'm going to be with you too. I'm not going to leave you. Let's look at Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Now, I memorized this verse when I was about your old's age. and I memorized it in a different version, but it's a little easier in the NIV version. So this is how I memorized it. Isaiah 41:10. Fear not. This is God talking, okay? Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed. That means don't be worried. For I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. God did that for the children of Israel. He's doing that for us today. Write that verse down. Memorize it. The NIV version is the one that I memorized it in. It's just a little simpler, and it has stuck with me all these years. So fear not. Don't worry. Be not dismayed. For I'm your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. That's what God still wants us to know today. I love you girls. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.